Hi all, I am François Challier, the country sales leader for Supermicro in France.
Hi everyone, I'm Cyril Baudillon, field application engineer for Supermicro France also.
Thank you, Cyril. So we are going to explain to you the value proposition from Supermicro for the Intel Skylake D server in 20 minutes. This is our goal, this is our purpose, and feel free to ask if you have any, let's say, question. So in few words, just in few words, what is Supermicro? Supermicro is now a old lady, I would say, in the IT industry. Why? Supermicro is born 24 years ago. So that's a long story now for Supermicro, but the growth is there, and Supermicro has changed over the last 4 years. We have doubled the turnover into 4 years. That's the key selling point. So when I started to work for Supermicro 4 years ago, we were at $1.6 billion. Now we are at $3.2 billion. So we have doubled. So why? So at the beginning, we started to work in the subsystem area. We design motherboard, chassis, and building blocks. It was the first part of the history. The second part of the history was to sell through the OEM channel. You know our OEM. We have Bull in France. We have Nutanix in particular. So it was great, but we have decided to promote the Supermicro brand over the past years. So we have decided to promote our own product range. That's why we have created a local sales force and a local technical force in France over the past years. Now the time to sell the complete solution, including the hardware and the software. So now Supermicro has decided to become a key player in the total solution area. It means that we have decided to become a true player in the software-defined storage area. For instance, you know that we are strong in the HPC segment, so this is our goal. So what we want to provide now is product, solution including software, on-site services, and perhaps in the future, financial services. To do that, we have a strong channel. That's important to know that our goal is to sell through our channel. Why? We have a very limited sales force in Europe. We prefer to work with an ecosystem. That's the goal from Supermicro, to promote our solution through a channel. Why? We prefer to put the money on the R&D department. We prefer to put more money on our factory. Selling our solution is the role of our channel. So we must take into account that Supermicro now is a key player in the server segment. It's difficult to see that because we sell a lot of servers through Bull, through Nutanix, but we are going to sell more and more servers through the Supermicro brand and through our system integrator. So if you think about Supermicro, take into account the world picture. And what is important at Supermicro is the R&D department. So don't forget that we are a true IT manufacturer. We design our motherboard, and that's why we are able to customize motherboard for few customers. And a customer like that is here. This is online.net. So if you want to use a dedicated server with online.net, think about Supermicro, because Supermicro is a supplier for online.net. I have finished for my part, I think so. I will finish on that. We are a key Intel player, but don't forget that now we have an AMD product range. So we want to promote the state-of-the-art technology in matter of CPU. And that's why we are going to talk about the Challier D CPU now. Cyril, it's your turn to play. Thank you.
Thank you, François, for your introduction. I just go back in the previous slide, just to mention about Supermicro regarding the last IDC report. Have been mentioned as being in the third place of server manufacturer regarding the server volume selling to 2017. So something to keep in mind. If someone asks you who is Supermicro, we are the third place player. So as François mentioned, I would like today to have a focus on specific solution and for sure oriented at software-defined solution like OpenIO is. We would like to focus on a specific product line within Supermicro storage solution based on a Xeon-D solution, because actually Supermicro is one or maybe the only one manufacturer we can offer you this kind of solution. So very powerful, but also have CPU which has a very low TDP and can offer you a solution with best pricing. So you already know this product line within the Intel CPU product. So the very common one is the Intel scalable processor that you already probably know for the main server platform. You should also already know about Intel Atom processor. So if you are doing some NFV or VCP project, you should already know about Atom processor. But Challier is quite new because you should already heard about the Baudillon D processor. And I would like now to introduce the Challier D, launched in March or April, and Supermicro was the first server manufacturer to introduce this CPU and also to introduce the CPU in his storage portfolio. Quite some technical information about Challier D, so the new generation of Xeon-D processor. What's new and what could be powerful for you and your customer is also the quite known technology introduced by Intel on Xeon scalable processor. It's QAT, so for encryption technology, and QAT can maybe help your customer to improve quite full and powerful solution based on encryption technology. Also, HeavyX2 has been introduced in Challier D, maybe used for data protection, and also known in HPC project, but I will not talk about HPC today. And what is interesting for us today is to talk about storage solution applied for Challier D. And I will focus on that today. Some fact about Challier D, the new generation compared to the previous one, so Baudillon D on the left side and Challier D on the right side. So it's HeavyX2 and QAT, and QAT is quite powerful now because we can be up to 100 gigabits. So we come from 0 to 100 gigabits. It's very cool for Intel to have been able to introduce QAT in the new Xeon-D processor. Yes, but quite Something interesting to remember that now we are supporting the fast memory in Challier, and also like we have already see that we are supporting QAT and AVX2. So I'm going fast on this slide. If I have to resume the Supermicro portfolio for embedded products and who are supporting Challier, you will find the computing technology, communication and storage product. So you will heard about Supermicro products for edge computing and especially for network virtualization product. You will probably heard about us for some product we onboard firewall products also, because we can offer for your customer and for sure for you products with a lot of LAN ports, depending whatever with kind of Ethernet technology you are using for. And storage product, you will see in the next slide that we have a large portfolio about that. This product is the one we have launched a few months ago. And we have, actually, Supermicro is the only manufacturer to support OpenIO, and have been OpenIO certified for this product on Challier. Something that I didn't have included in this slide, that this is one of version we are able to propose you. This version can offer you up to 12 HDD in 1U, out plug and out swappable. SATA or SAS drive, and can also up to 4 NVMe drive. So something very quite interesting to have. Also a part of storage can be dedicated to cache or flash drive, and have the most powerful drive like 14 up to 14 terabytes with the new Seagate HDD, including 1U. So quite high density for a storage server based on HCA solution. We are, like I told you, we are OpenIO certified for this platform. And also, but you have already aware about that, this platform supports Challier and also the Xeon, the Xeon scalable processor. So you have the choice of the processor. You can go to Challier if you want to optimize the price and also the power consumption of your platform, and to be able to run for the specific performance that you are waiting for your storage platform. And if you need more, for sure, we can offer you a dual socket system with absolutely the same density of storage. A slide just for comparing the two solutions that we're offering. So on the middle, you have the server, which offers Challier with 12 HDD. And on the right, you have the new one based on two sockets, Xeon scalable processor. I just have let on the left side the previous generation, just for you to compare, but the difference which offers Challier for this platform. It's maybe impossible to resume all the products that Supermicro can offer you, and especially for SDS and OpenIO solutions. So I will try to give you also just an overview of what Supermicro can do as a storage player. You probably already know Supermicro for storage server and also for GBOD, because if we are offering a server for storage solution, we can also offering the same chassis for GBOD. So that's interesting to know, because Supermicro is engineering his own model. So you can ask us to have the complete server solution or just the GBOD if you want to extend your server pool for storage. We can go from 1U and 12 drive to 4U and 90 hard drive. So I just want to show you what we can offer. each time, each server can be ordered with a red hardware solution or GBOD or IT mod solution. So something that we are interesting for software-defined storage, like OpenIO, is to be able to attach each drive to the software technology and to be able to offer the maximum performance to like OpenIO is waiting for us. So this kind of solution is quite standard, but maybe very common. So I just want to skip on that. Something that is not standard that you will have mainly on Supermicro is the top loading solution. So our 4U chassis, which can get up to 90 hard drive, SATA SAS. And something interesting is that the two chassis on the left, the 45 and the 60 hard drive, can also have up to 6 NVMe drive. So something to keep in mind if you have to have some cache on your server. You can also go for the storage system because they also include enough space to have a cache drive. Something that Supermicro is not proprietary technology, because I don't like this word, but as engineering this model, it's a simply double portfolio within Supermicro. So as you can understand, if we take, for example, the model at the bottom, for 2U chassis, we can go up to 24 drive, 3.5 inch, and up to 48 drive with the 2.5 inch HDD. And also, these chassis are available for SATA SAS drive and also SSD and NVMe. And you can mix technology also on this solution. Yes, something interesting maybe. Supermicro is very proud to have on the storage portfolio something that we call GBOF. You probably already know GBOD, and GBOF is the same but with flash solution. So we can offer you this kind of solution to connect to your existing server platform with only SSHBA installed in your servers. And this kind of GBOD can be connected to up to 8 or let's say 12 servers and share the 32 U2 NVMe drive between the 12 servers. So it's not static assignment, it's dynamic, so you can manage this through the BMC, because all of our products offer BMC as a standard solution, and the BMC is able to manage this thanks to rack scale design technology coming from Intel. And also, I already talked about the OneU 12 drive technology. We are supporting the NVMe drive coming from Intel and Samsung. So we are supporting the rulers from Intel and also from Samsung. So we have both technology. So we are not blocked on one product. And that's it.